Alex Backman coming to you with a very important video that I'm recording right now. It's important that this video gets out and as wide as possible, that you spread the truth that I'm going to share with you in a moment. This is with regard to the migrant caravan, the continuing trickling of Central Americans that have entered Mexico under the special shield of human rights ascribed by the United Nations, whereby Mexico has signed off basically and relinquished its constitution off to the United Nations. I just read it. I have it right here. The Constitution of 1917, which was the original one, ratified. And then the new reforms in 2017. The Constitution of Mexico is absolutely a United Nations model for a one world order. And it's sad to say that Mexico has come to this, but today is 23rd of November. And I have something to share with you from the news, from Televisa News down in Mexico City. The nightly news with Denise Merker had some clips and parts of the video of a report where they put it on Twitter, and I took the time to watch it and subtitled the video in English of the 300 migrants. I cannot call them illegals anymore because there is no illegal immigration according to the new law of the land here in Mexico. It turns out that I was contacted and told that I cannot speak about certain words that I might use in my videos. So I'm trying to be as careful as possible because I'm trying to be silenced. They're trying to silence me of not speaking my mind with regard to what's going on. As a journalist and as a conservative, as a Christian, of all things, I believe that this is wrong, what's happening. But I can't speak out strongly anymore because I will be looked at as somebody that is promoting a speech of hate. And that is not true, absolutely not true. I am against illegality. I am against people going against the law. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, who would let somebody into their house without permission? I don't understand it. I mean, you might. I don't know. Depends, right? If you want open borders, it's okay with me, right? Well, there's so many things going on. They're still arriving into Tijuana. Right now, 2 babies have pneumonia, which is the saddest thing you could imagine. They're in hospitals in Tijuana. Another young migrant was run over as he was walking from Mexicali to Tijuana. The cold is setting in little by little, and they're walking long distances. And now the mayor of Tijuana, Juan Manuel Gastelum Buenrostro, said that Tijuana is facing right now a humanitarian crisis, and that he's spending $27,000 a day now just on feeding the migrant populations that have caravan their way peacefully across Mexico into Tijuana. So peaceful they are. I cannot say any other words or make any other claims without any clear evidence. But now I have some clear evidence that I want to share with you. And I hope that Donald Trump gets to see this video, Mr. President. I hope you see it with Michael Pence and everybody there in the Oval Office, because what I have for you is not even human intelligence. This is priceless. It's the evidence of what we would call, I know you don't like this word, Russian collusion. Well, anyway, one of the leaders of the caravans, he works for People Without Borders, okay? And his name is Irineo Mujica with a J. Irineo Mujica. He said that the government that helped us already is López Obrador's government. Oh, that's the leftist, socialist, left-winger that's entering as Mexican president for the next 6 years. Let's hope it's just 6 years. But anyway, he's coming into power on December 1st. Remember that certain dictators are coming to his inaugural address. Nicolas Maduro and Kim Jong-un. Okay, that sends a message. A very strong message indeed. And this guy, Irineo Mujica, in one of the speeches I saw on Facebook, said that Lopez Obrador, or AMLO as they call him down here, has promised, among other things, a lot of things to support these immigrants. And that if he does not comply, that they're going to protest, but it has to be sensible without any violence and without bleeping the people up, or bleeping the people that have helped us so far. Those are the words of this man of People Without Borders, Irineo Mujica. And he's the guy who's moving all the immigrants with some other agent provocateurs down in Honduras. We already have their names. One is called Yellow Dog, Perro Amarillo. He's one of the leaders on Facebook. Perro, like double R, Perro Amarillo, like Amarillo, Texas. Those are the intellectual agent provocateurs that are moving politically the caravan so it still grows. Down in Chiapas, 200 were arrested as they tried to get through the border. Again, they tried to migrate in a non-legal way through the river, the Suchiate River, which separates Guatemala with Chiapas. And they hid all night long inside the banana plantations. And then they started walking on the road. I think it was like 8 miles ahead. Immigration caught up to them and put them on buses and detained them. But that's the thing. They're detaining them, and then these organizations claiming human rights violations come in with the support of the United Nations and say, "Hey, you're going against their human rights. They have a right to migrate anywhere they want, even if it's against the laws of any given country. They can do it." So now they're under a special protection by international bodies where through these treaties that I already understand that are not something that I support necessarily, they have total protection. So we cannot say anything too strong against these migrations. We have to just sit idly by and let them pass through as they start accumulating in Tijuana. In Tijuana, most of the public parks, which are basically 2 of them, which are really big, are already overrun. There's too many immigrants as it is. The baseball fields, nobody can play baseball anymore. People that want to do sports, they can't do sports because all these areas, the open spaces, have been taken, and it looks literally like a refugee camp, just like Gaza. And I said it was going to happen. It's already happening. Well, now we have information that a certain country is supporting these caravans, and I would like to know if you can make a guess who it is. Before I get to that, nobody knows how many caravans are already coming, because some say 4, some say 7. Nobody knows anymore. They're spread out all over in order to not be detected. So anyway, the United Nations is already operating down in Guatemala, giving them their human rights cards and everything. Don't forget, these are your rights. Nobody can do anything to you. You cannot be stopped or anything. This is your rights. So anyway, the United Nations is supporting this immigration into Mexico, and that's basically what I have with regard to that. Now, I'm going to pause the video just for a moment, because what I'm going to show you right now, let's introduce the video to you, is from Televisa News on, I think it was the 23rd of November, just today, where the anchor woman, Denise Merker, who works for Televisa, she's the main nightly news anchor woman in Mexico. And she's presenting a report of what happened or transpired at the San Isidro-Tijuana border crossing today, where 300 immigrants try to press and protest and demand a more speedy action by the U.S. government so they can get their papers and affairs sorted out, so they can apply for asylum or refugee status, which I see very difficult in itself because they're not really fleeing a country in conflict or turmoil like Syria, for example, or Pakistan. And if it were so easy to do it, why don't all Mexicans do it right now? I mean, it's not logical, but obviously there's an agenda. And part of that agenda, if you haven't seen the series The Americans, if you haven't seen or read the books by J.R. Nyquist or Benjamin Baruch, I really recommend that we put things together. What Yuri Bezmenov was talking about years ago, about the coming invasion, that the Soviet model, the communist model of yesteryear, before the Berlin Wall came down in 1989, I can remember it vividly because I saw it on TV live. It was just a ploy, that there was no glasnost in Poland, that Gorbachev was just an agent that was trying to make people believe that democracy was coming to Russia. Far from it. We have Vladimir Putin 24 years in power, and they call it a democracy. Well, now that we have this, there's a video of a spokesperson in the caravan. I'm trying to present it here adequately. He has a red cap, he has aviator glasses on, and he speaks some words that are very, very important. And I want you to watch. I subtitled it for you real quickly. I'm using this video with fair use. I want to make that warning, that disclaimer. This is video clip from Televisa News as a fair use warning for commentary and criticism purposes. That's it. Okay, that's why I'm using this clip. Okay, so let me just pause the video and turn the camera over so you can see it from my laptop. Okay, there we go. Now, I want you to watch this carefully. Now, that's the guy. This is the guy that I'm talking about right here. This guy right here. And it says here, this from Twitter, Noticieros Televisa, at least 300 immigrants, they are contained by federal police when they try to get through the border at the San Isidro port of entry from Tijuana. From the American side, border patrol agents closed the way for the Central Americans. And this was on the radio show called, TV show On Point and Punto with Denise Merker. And here you can read the whole story. And this takes you to like Facebook. It's a link at Facebook where you can watch the whole video in its entirety or the whole show en punto, which means on time or sharp, like at 12 sharp, whatever. So this is the video in itself. It says migrants walk through the San Isidro-Tijuana border crossing, okay? I'm citing the sources so everything can be documented and everybody can check it out for themselves. Now, here's the source. Televisa News, November 23rd, 2018, used under fair use license for criticism and commentary purposes only. Now, here comes the good stuff, guys. Check it out. Now, this is Denise Merker. She's presenting, the report and everything. And here we go. And this is just a clip of the video. Now, this is the guy that I'm talking about. This is the spokesperson that is going to speak in a minute. The subtitle is going to be in yellow, and I overlaid what the Televisa news reporter asked him. Okay, here we go.
Ahorita queremos entrar pacíficamente.
Now, we want to enter peacefully, he says, and then he says, we want to reach an agreement with Trump. Check this out.
Queremos llegar a un acuerdo, como te digo, con Trump.
We want to reach an agreement with Trump.
Porque si no, aquel día allá en Guatemala estuvimos.
Because if not, in that day, when we were in Guatemala, remember when they stormed through the border? He's remembering that day. That if they don't come to a peaceful resolution, because if not, what happened in Guatemala, he's like hinting, at something worse. And here the Televisa reporter asking him, he already made it clear, meaning Donald Trump, and he will not let them enter. He said that Donald Trump would not let them enter into the United States. And this is what he responds.
Pues sí, si la fijó.
Yeah, he made it clear, like I said.
Entonces, como te digo, él no puede contraer, él no puede.
He cannot come against. He cannot fire against us.
Aventarlo fuego a nosotros.
He says he can't fire against them.
Porque creo que el día de mañana
Because I believe that tomorrow
viene un país bien fuerte.
a really strong nation is coming to support us.
Apoyarlos a nosotros.
May I ask what countries? Asked the reporter.
Y ahorita viene Rusia.
Russia is coming.
Ellos vienen.
They are coming.
Tengo el número de ellos.
I have their phone number
De Chile.
from them in Chile. Chile, as you know, is a socialist communist country.
Y le hablé ahorita
I just called them on the phone,
y me dijo qué es lo que estaba pasando.
and I told them what was going on, and then they're asking him his name. Who are you? I mean, you're clearly an agent. Clearly, this guy is being supported by the Russians now. He has their phone number in Chile, and they're like giving him, recommendations, suggestions of how to deal with this humanitarian crisis at the border.
Mi nombre no se lo puedo dar.
I cannot give you my name. I cannot give it to you.
No se lo puedo dar. El nombre a todos, nadie se lo ha dado.
I haven't given it to anybody.
Mi nombre lo nego.
I always deny my name.
Viene Rusia.
Russia is coming.
Ellos vienen.
They are coming. And there you go. I mean, wow. What do you think about that, guys? Now, I'm going to just replay the clip just so you watch it in its entirety. The moment he just starts talking, so you just watch it in context, okay? Again, this is for fair use, under fair use license, for criticism and commentary, and that's what I'm doing. I'm exercising that right, okay? I hope the video gets out fairly and gets distributed. I want to thank Televisa, by the way, for getting this incredible piece of footage. Okay, there's Denise Merker. Here comes the interview again. And get ready. Okay, here comes the guy. And, I mean, it's amazing what he says. I mean, I already knew this was going to happen. Years ago, we already talked about it.
Queremos llegar a un acuerdo, como te digo, con Trump. Porque si no, aquel día allá en Guatemala estuvimos. Pues sí, si la fijó. Entonces, como te digo, él no puede él no puede aventarlo fuego a nosotros. Porque creo que el día de mañana viene un país bien fuerte. Apoyarlos a nosotros. Y ahorita viene Rusia. Ellos vienen, tengo el número de ellos, de Chile, y le hablé ahorita y me dijo qué es lo que estaba pasando. Mi nombre no se lo puedo dar. No se lo puedo dar. El nombre a todos, nadie se lo ha dado. Mi nombre lo nego. Viene Rusia. Ellos vienen.
Wow. So anyway, let me pause the video. Well, what do you think about that, America? Russia is coming, and they're supporting this guy, and he has their phone number. I mean, talk about intelligence information right there. It's priceless. What's being said right here, it's priceless. Because it's evidence that points or leads one to fathom the possibility that maybe this was staged. Maybe all this was planned. Maybe they didn't leave San Pedro Sula on their own. 7,000 of them. And the more are coming. We have senators speaking out saying it's not thousands, millions are coming. I mean, they're going to be pushing this migrant crisis agenda across Mexico and to create confusion and chaos at the border, forcing the United States to help the poor people that really are looking for a better way of life. Now I'm being told that they're going to be spreading them out all over Baja California, even to Ensenada, right there. Okay, they're going to take some of them to Ensenada. People send me the newspapers today. Chaos in the caravan. Okay, it's not me. It's the Seda newspaper. Chaos in the caravan. And I was there at the march on Sunday, and yeah, things got heated up because people are speaking out. But now, as a journalist, I can't speak out. I can't editorialize too much. I can't say that I am strongly against this immigration, because I can't say other words rather than human rights, and they have a human right to migrate, and they have a right to go to the greatest country the world has ever seen, which is America, and they have a right to enter it by any means necessary, because this is basically what we're being showed via Facebook, via live streams, people being being attacked. And I'm not talking about the people in the caravan. I'm talking about the citizens that are being attacked with pelted with rocks or whatever. And it's really sad that it's gotten to a point where Mexicans are exercising their right to freedom of speech, but that's being curtailed by those that believe that laws, constitutional law, is already being totally set aside, swept aside, in order to usher in the new law of the land, which is the United Nations Charter. And Mexico signed everything for Agenda 30 now, same for Chile. And I can't even say anymore that some of them might be ill. I can't say anything else, okay? Some of them in the caravan might be ill. Some of them might not be very nice people after all. But I can't generalize. I can't say anything else. I can't speak too strongly now because they get offended, you see? They do get offended. And the National Human Rights Commissions say that there is no basic illegal immigration. Migration is a human right all across the world. So there you go, America. I don't know what you think about it. I'd like to hear your opinion in the comment section. If you think I should make another video about this, just let me know. Please subscribe and be sure to hit the bell 2 times. And YouTube, please do not demonetize this video. It doesn't help us at all as journalists if we want to get the information out. Now, I know that sometimes things get live streamed, YouTube, and sometimes in the live streams, things get transmitted live without any censorship. And I'm sorry I didn't go back to the newsroom and edit all the videos of what transpired last Sunday in Tijuana, when people from Tijuana and all over the place, because legal immigrants from Colombia with their Mexican papers in order showed up at the march against these caravans. And people walked peacefully and demanded, that they be sent back. But now it turns out that they have a right to claim a position in another country. And most of them don't want to stay in Mexico. But the ones that do, oh, no, they already got their papers in order. They got even their UBI, their Universal Basic Income. They got everything. I mean, they're ready. Oh, my gosh. I mean, I've never seen anybody go to another country and in less than a month get all their papers in order. It took them like 2 hours to get all their working permits, everything in order. When there's will, there's a way. And where there's a way, there's a will. And, well, there you go. And for me, it was so difficult, to do many things. As a child of a migrant, my mother born in Sweden, and as a Mexican citizen, it's been rough. It's been rough for somebody like me to be in Mexico, because people confuse me as a foreigner, somebody that shouldn't have the right to be in Mexico. No. How dare you come to Mexico and talk? Go back to Europe, they tell me. Just last Sunday, this journalist from the left told me, Alex, isn't it that you're in a condition of a better status as a person because you have white privilege? She said that. I'm like, that's a racist comment. That's a racist question. What do you mean? Okay. And anyway, I have it on video, but I dare not upload it to YouTube because it might be to trigger him. It might trigger some people, okay? I don't want to affect the snowflake generation. I don't want to offend anybody. I really don't. I'm a peaceful, loving man. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus over all things, okay? And I love my countries, okay? So just so you know, Mexico is let's say, the softest leftist state in the world. Just as long everybody gets along and you dare not say anything against anybody, okay, the brown shirts will not come storming through your door. God bless you. Good night, America, and happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.